Alright, welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, the Millennium Dawn mod. This is a Burundi playthrough. A little recap, we've annexed Tanzania, parts of the Congo. We're about to annex Rwanda. And we're gonna start working on Malawi and Zambia right now. Economic growth is the name of the game. So we'll be taking military actions against some of the opponents that we can attack right at this time from a strength standpoint, and just acquiring resources and territory. And just going to keep working on growing that economy, because we're like actually suffering right now. Oh, that actually helps a lot. Got train. We did just get grid scale power, and now we can work on scientifically advanced. Switch production to the newer model. How are we looking on actual autonomy? Under 100 for both. So for their next levels, we have 100 days of fuel left. We will have to sacrifice some production, or, well, construction. Towards that end. We have 300,000 manpower. We can start putting towards units, but I'd rather have armored units. Before we start expanding the military. Alright, we're gonna annex Rwanda. We acquired a light infantry division with a 30 combat width. Not actually a terrible unit, but Alright, we're gonna send him to join the field infantry from earlier. We can get some real combat experience. Alright. We're gonna bump all these up. This will be the top slot. It actually helped to get that much money. Does hurt our income though. I think our GDP, yeah, it did drop again. But it should go up pretty quickly. We have such a high base productivity. Yeah, if you just look at the productivity difference between our newly acquired regions, it's huge. Alright, back to trade. Not with Venezuela. Do Canada. I don't want 14. Just one. And I guess we could trade with one of the Russias, maybe? Or Egypt here. Maybe Egypt will like us. Though that seems like wishful thinking. Yeah, we'll just keep one production line and infantry equipment. Start working on armored vehicles. Newer trucks. Alright, how are we looking for the Zambian Burundi war? Over halfway. August 15th. Yeah, Zimbabwe. Who are they friends with? I don't like these glasses, man. I need his resources bad. And Angola's. A lot of oil. Nambia has steel, so that's huge. So does Botswana. I'm just gonna have a very large landmass. Means I'm gonna need a ton of construction. Like an absolutely absurd amount. Kenya would be nice for this steel. And Somalia. Ooh, this is... Yeah, we still have 1960s support equipment. Okay. We are back after the crash, hopefully. I think it's this new release of the mod. This 1.121b. I think it's a different version of the game. Gonna have competing issues. I bet I crash way more often. I may even have a fatal error too. Or just some reference doesn't line up. But I'm fingers crossed that doesn't happen. This is crashing more than my America playthrough. And again, I wasn't recording at the time, so that could have something to do with it. But I have like... I think I have... Do I have 32 or 64 gigs of RAM in this? It shouldn't be an issue. The only thing that would cause a problem at that point would be some sort of like stack error, like it's pointing to the wrong reference. But anyway, we're still in April. Feels like no time's passed because I crashed midway what I was doing. I don't even remember what I was doing, honestly. I do like that Iran got broke up into 50 billion states, though. That does help me out. You can't say geopolitical like environment doesn't matter. Kind of leaves voids for other countries to take advantage of. Sweden was puppeted. Sweden was fighting Romania, right? No, Hungary. Oh, Poland beat him down, okay. It's weird. NATO. Poland kicked their butt in somehow, for some reason. The US is doing what? Run by Donald Trump right now. And the Republican Party has alliances all through Central Asia and Europe. No interest in Africa. Which is good. It's good for us. Power is getting tighter. Hmm. We are fast approaching the 2 trillion mark. Losing crazy amounts of money right now. Maybe by July we hit 2 trillion GDP, like gross domestic product. Realistically, I would think August or September. Where did she get captured at, though? In Zambia. We may or may not. We'd have to win this war very quickly. And I think it may be more drawn out than I'd like. Yeah, we're removing the poorest nations in Africa right now, so the average GDP is going insane. Our pop at we're like 81 million by ourselves now. That's over 10 times what we started with at 7 million. Almost 350,000 troops in our manpower and reserve. And we're fielding 60k. So we do have some leeway on manpower. Alright, it's becoming July. Did we just get tanks? No. Civil project. Power generation. Productivity for commercialized agriculture. Power generation for fossil fuels. And then country productivity growth factor. We gotta get maglev. Maglev, thin thorium fuel. Alright. It's gonna be mid-July. We're gonna stop training. Looks like everyone started ranking up. All our infantry. Oh, we hit the research goal. Or the GDP goal for research. Should say that appropriately. I don't know why my brain does that. Right, it is the 12th. Let's stop the training program. Get organization back up. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna get fire and frigate ATGMs, anti-tank guided missiles. This is gonna be fun. We have enough. We can start planning our first visions. Trying to think how long that first episode clip was before it crashed. I think it was like 15 minutes. I'm gonna go to 20 on this one. So we do have a mechanized and an armored off of. Honestly, this template is amazing. There's really I'm getting rid of those artillery right now. Probably remove this. For another tank battalion. We'll call this 2019 Burundi Union Cavalry. Okay. Gene therapy there. Let's see. We're gonna want at least 10 units. They can spawn at our home. Two cycles of 10 is fine. So what are we missing? IFVs. AA main battle tank. Mounted ATGMs. Let's start working. Declare war. Lower the speed so we can get some visuals. Quick infantry battle. The Burundi Union forces are moving in. I think we call Home Operations Command. First Army. Unit. Does look like they have an IFV unit coming in. Gonna have 2 more special forces units or divisions. Get those on order. Then we're gonna train some more just regular field infantry. Get 16 units. We can. Looks like 12 is our limit. We can't even double it up. All right. Start picking it up a little bit. Traveling through these hills and forests and jungle and everything is super slow. Like our special operators holding their own. Like we push that river. Did just hold off an IFV. For advanced utility vehicles. Cool looking truck. Supplies. Our supply lines are going to be super extended. We may not make it. We'll see. Surprised they actually put a unit in there. Or if we don't close it off, so that makes more sense. Alright, I'm gonna pause it here and clip it for the next episode. But thanks for watching.